Alright, let's see. The 3.7 Endgame Resets are here, and I heard it's bad. I have not looked at it yet, but I'm going to be honest, it cannot be that bad. It genuinely cannot. And the reason for that is because we're so close to 4.0, and 4.0 is going to be the bad Endgame Reset. If they fuck this up now, we're like, bro, this game could genuinely, like, fuck itself up beyond prepare. Genuinely. They cannot do this. Alright, what do we have at Memory of Chaos? Is this category mistake? There we go. Monkey business. Alright, let's see it. It's... Wait, what? Wait, how many? One. It's 9 million? Oh, Nika. What's the total? Wait, what's the total? What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Nah, what's pure fiction? Nah, there's no way. What is... What the fuck? What is... I'm not even going... No. Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, oh my god. You fucking degenerates! This is what fucking happens when you decide to just keep on buffing the same fucking shit character for 8 months straight, and every single new character is a fucking upgrade to that team. Like, yeah man, eventually you just break the fucking camel's back and we reach this point. Look at this fucking shit. This filthy, what am I looking at? It's nearly 100 million HP in pure fiction. This is not a fucking joke. How I swear to God, man. I swear this disgusting company, man. They quite literally... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Every fucking time when someone says fetishes can't kill, you just show them this disgusting graph. Because the way these disgusting filthy Hoyo employees are absolutely slopping that caster's cock, I cannot. That's so disgusting. Oh my god, I feel filthy looking at this shit. How are we going to survive 4.x? I'm asking genuinely. How is this game supposed to survive Yae Sakura release? How, genuinely? How are we going to survive a world where we all know Yae Sakura will come onto that disgusting fucking field and she will unironically go E0 S0 and she will just fucking blow Caster's team out of the window. That has been like bioengineered by these developers for the past year to create the strongest fucking entity this game has seen. I cannot comprehend this. Genuinely fucking, what the fuck are you doing? Can we find out who is responsible for all of this shit and get them out of that fucking building so this game can finally improve again? Thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. So that was my reaction to the new 3.7 Endgame Resets. And I will not sugarcoat this shit. Cyrene, or, well, better said, Casterus, is literally choking HSR to death. Because how the fuck do we have nearly 100 million HP in pure fiction? Okay, but for real, let's have an actual real talk about Cyrene before we move on onto whatever this shit is. I made a Cyrene video on V1, and I will be 100% honest, that video is like the worst beta review I have done so far in my opinion, and I wholeheartedly apologize. My beta reviews are supposed to be funny and satirical, while also being educational. In this case, I completely fucked up the educational part in my opinion, and yeah, I feel like I failed on that video, and I mean, we need to talk about Cyrene either way to be able to talk about the HP inflation, so yeah, I will keep it simple. You have people with the firm opinion that Cyrene needs buffs, and people with the opinion that Cyrene needs nerfs, like me in my video. And the truth is that both opinions are correct. Cyrene is broken, but suffers severely from her main weakness, which is the stacking of the ult. Basically, she's super fast and SP negative because she wants to spam her skill for those 3 stacks. And before she gets her ult, she really doesn't do all that much, right? Thankfully, our generous Hoyo employees gave her an E2 that literally halves the amount of stacks you need, as she now starts off with already 12 stacks, plus the potential 6 stacks from her trace. But outside of that, she really sucks. She's bad with non-Chrysos ARs, but due to the slow stacking, is hard to use with them as well. As an example, Finon is really strong with Cyrene on raw paper, but to be able to use these two and not waste 50 cycles just setting up, you need to basically run an RMC Cyrene setup where you use RMC to pull up Cyrene with Mem and accelerate the stacking, and Cyrene and Finon kinda just wait and basic attack. And the entire gameplay strategy for your team essentially just boils down to rushing Cyrene's 24 stacks. Then double ult for Finon and Cyrene and, you know, let Finon lose. And at that point, if Finon does not die, you basically have a hyper buffed Finon with 100% damage uptime and no drop off. The strongest team would of course be Finon, Cyrene, Cyrene and Dan Hang, as this would also give you the survivability for example, Anomaly Arbitration. But that team without Cyrene's E2 will lose a ton of cycles just setting up. So in a game where every single mode rates you by raw speed, a support that needs hours to set up is bad. So how come I called her broken? Because you need to understand that Hoyo did not care about her performance in those teams when they designed this kit. This character was fucking bioengineered to fit into one specific team with the sole purpose of creating the unironically strongest team Honkai Star Rail has ever seen. And that's of course fucking Casterus. No, genuinely, this feels like the project of some crazy scientist who just said, let's see just how much we can keep going with this team. Let's see how much shit we can break with this. Casterus, Evernight, Cyrene, and Hyacinth build together the strongest team in existence, which breaks every single layer of balance you had regarding this game. I am not kidding. The more you look into this team, the more you will realize that genuinely everything was made with this team in mind. This is the true Era Nova of Amphorius, and this thing will kill Honkai Star Rail's endgame. You have Casterus, who gains a ton of new buts as Hyacinth and Evernight use HP draining effects. You have Hyacinth, who heals, increases max HP, which coincidentally ends up being massive as every single unit on this team happens to scale with HP while dealing main DPS levels of damage, which scales off of the healed HP. You then have Evernight, whose damage scales off of Memoria, which can be increased by having Memo Sprites act. And coincidentally, 2 of the units here are lightning fast Memo Sprite users. You have Evernight applying a ton of AoE buffs specifically targeted towards Memo Sprite, and coincidentally, every single unit on this team is a Memo Sprite user that can deal actual damage, like huge damage, and fully abuse every single AoE buff that Evernight gives. We also have exactly 4 Remembrance units for Evernight's full trace. We then have a 4 Chrysos AR team for Cyrene, where everyone is Remembrance as well, with either super fast Memo Sprites or straight up action advances. Everyone here deals damage, meaning that not a single point of value is being lost at Cyrene's AoE true damage buff. She can buff every single one of them with their unique buffs, and they all happen to have permanent buffs, meaning that after 3 ults, Cyrene can just spam the damage one. The amount of Memo Sprites basically supercharges her and results in the literally only Cyrene team that does not suffer from her massive ult requirements. Like, this team is not natural. At the same time, you have 2 characters that don't use skill points, so they completely negate the entire nature of Cyrene being negative SP. which allows her to basically spam that skill and even charge that ult faster. This was literally fucking bioengineered into absolute perfection, making sure that these 4 units have literally 100% synergy with one another, where everyone buffs each other, everyone deals damage, everyone scales off of HP. Like, this team is the strongest thing since this game came out by a massive margin. And don't even get me started with all the Eidolons in this team. Like, are you sure you don't want that E2 on Casterus? I mean, it would severely increase your damage. But I mean, have you seen that E1 Evernight? Are you sure you don't want it? It's a unique multiplier to all memos, right? It's so much damage. Are you sure you don't want Cyrene C1 and E2? You would significantly increase her damage. And you know, I know you're already starting with so many stacks and have all the generation, but I mean, come on, man, it's 12 stacks. Like, have you seen E1 Hyacinth? Are you sure you don't want that extra HP increase in an entire HP comp? Are you sure you don't want an E2 Evernight for all the new main damage? Like, are you sure you really need both kidneys instead of these Eidolons? Are you completely sure? But this is kinda just what happens when you focus on making more and more specific support units for literally the exact same character over and over and over. You eventually just break the camel's back and create the most unstoppable force ever seen. There is literally not a single weak link in this team. Everyone is fucking you in the ass. All they do is take turns in between. And who would have guessed? We have now reached fucking 84 million pure fiction HP and 37 million MOC HP. This is the biggest HP inflation we ever had in both modes. Pure fiction with 51.51% and MOC with fucking 90% increase compared to 3.6. It does not matter that Cyrene's dogshit in non-Casterus team, when the Casterus team dominates absolutely everything in the game, because the HP will be adjusted to the strongest team at this point, which in this case is a literal super soldier project where the results exceeded everything that the scientists imagined, as well as every fucking endgame mode just being filled to the brim with HP buffs. I know people always say fetishes don't kill, don't kink shame, everyone does what they like, but in this case, Hoyo's pink girl fetish is literally holding a gun to HSR's head while ramming a knife inside its guts. This kind of HP increase is scary on so many levels. Starting off, your several non-Casterus teams, yes, that even includes Phynon, will potentially fall off depending on your team investment. Hell, with this kind of HP increase, even your Casterus with the shield buffs might start feeling bad if you haven't slowly upgraded into the Exodia comp. Oh, and don't forget to enjoy Apocalyptic Shadow, guys, haha, with the great, amazing Pollux boss, who, oh, what's that? Enjoys HP draining mechanics and HP scalers? Wow, guys, do you maybe know a team that would work here? Do you? Do you maybe know a team full of pink girls and HP scaling DPS support sustain characters that would be good here? Like, this shit has gone too far, and you saying, oh, it's nearly over, is so irrelevant because the fucking damage has already been done. 90% MOC HP increase now. What do you think will happen when Yae Sakura suddenly appears? Genuinely, look, Yae Miko is my favorite gacha character of all time. You know, maybe Madame Herta wins that actually. But despite me never having played Genshin, and I unironically wanted Yae Sakura to be the strongest character ever. Because, well, she's my waifu, so rules of game balance obviously don't apply to her. Duh. But this is insane! At this point, if Yae Sakura genuinely outperforms the Castor's Exodia team, I genuinely don't know how this game can recover in terms of endgame health. The Hurter getting power crept in less than a year might unironically not be too far off at this point. And it scares me. I firmly believe that HSR endgame is doomed at this point, except maybe Apocalyptic Shadow the moment Pollux is being used anymore. But if you want HSR to stay relevant in terms of endgame, genuinely, you need to give us endgame modes that are actually creative and don't rate us only based on speed. Like even a dumb shit mode like survival, where you get rated based on how many cycles you survive against enemies, is going to be healthier and more fun than the direction we are currently heading. We need actual new game mechanics and modes that rate us on actually interesting things that don't necessarily instantly result in HP inflation. The Castor's team is, in my opinion, the biggest mistake HSR has produced by far, and the moment this absolutely unstoppable deity gets power crept, I think we can all just throw HSR endgame into the trash can. And at this point, this entire Castor's team has ruined so many things when you actually sit down and think about it. This shit ruined the perception of sustains, where we got the absolute most broken sustainer in the game who's, for whatever reason, deals main DPS levels of damage. Instead of getting an amazing solo kit, one of the best characters in the story as well as design with Evernight instead got reduced into a cheap cash grab sub DPS specifically made to enhance Castor's performance. And the literal Elysia X-Spy from Honkai Impact 3rd now coming here is yet again getting reduced to fucking Castor's. Like, this girl at this point genuinely was right. If you get too close to her, she is going to fucking ruin you. My hopes are genuinely that Hoyo will at least fix Cyrene and remove power from her Castor's team, while giving her more power as well as consistency in normal teams and basically balancing it out, and also give Hoyo a reason to nerf the HP of 3.7, as we are still in the V1 beta and there is still hope. But yeah, still, it is looking bleak for us HSR players at the moment, I won't lie. Lastly, I want to make an announcement. Due to all the different things that have happened in HSR and on my channel, I have decided that I am going to create a pure free-to-play account and basically try to beat the game on that account. Especially because I think there's a lot of both entertaining as well as educational stuff in free-to-play content to be found. So yeah, let me know in the comments if that would be something that you would be interested in watching. Maybe as a live stream format, for example. But yeah, that's going to be all from me. Please let me know what you think about the situation and whether you think I'm overreacting or if my feelings are justified, and what you in general think about the current direction HSR Endgame is heading towards. Subscribe and like if you haven't already, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.